Hi beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you in my little corner of YouTube where we speak all things adulting, faith, and lifestyle. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That red button must turn gray. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you enjoyed about today's video and what other videos you'd like to see. Share this with anybody and everybody who you think might need it. And last but not least, hit those notification bells so that you do not miss another video. So without wasting any more time, let us get straight into today's video. So we're back, guys, with another sit down, and today's sit down is extremely important to me because I have been intentionally doing this for the past 6 months. So as you can tell by the title of the video, today I want to share the daily habits that have and are currently changing my life. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into the meat of this video. The first thing that I do on a day-to-day basis is journaling at the start and the end of my day. Just for 5 minutes to clear my head, to put my ideas and thoughts on paper, because first of all, number one, I live alone. There's nobody else to share my thoughts and ideas with. But number two, your brain can't store everything. And I found that I had so many good ideas that I said, yeah, I'll remember to do that. And then I haven't done it, or I didn't write it down. And those are really golden ideas that could have made me a millionaire. But because I forgot to write it down, I forgot. Anyway, another thing that journaling helps with, it helps make your ideas a lot more clearer. Sometimes your thoughts can get all muffled up inside your brain, and putting them down on paper definitely helps make it clearer, and it helps break it down and unpack those ideas a bit more. So definitely consider that just for 5 minutes at the beginning, at the end of the day. If you don't want to do it twice a day, do it at the end of the day to just clear your thoughts. Tell your journal how your boss spoke to you, or how somebody cut in front of you in traffic, or whatever, especially if you live alone. Like, there's nobody for me to tell those things. So I need to tell my journal, you know? Yes, I'll tell Jesus, but I need to tell my journal, you know? So the second thing that I do is pray and practice gratitude. Now, this has been a game changer. Not necessarily from this isn't something new. Let me put it like that. This isn't something new, but because I'm more intentional about it, I've seen a lot of improvement from a mindset perspective, but also in how I approach my everyday life. Because let's admit it, we're all dealing with something is going wrong in all of our lives. Like, listen, if you're not fighting with a friend, your dog passed away, you lost your job, whatever. But the one thing that I've seen when it comes to practicing gratitude is that despite the wrong that is happening in my life, because listen, this year, God put me on the list of his toughest soldiers. And personally, so by practicing gratitude, I was able to move my focus from everything that was going wrong. And I was being able to put myself in a position where I can praise God for what is going right. You know, this is happening, but Lord, I have a roof over my head. This is happening, but Lord, my parents are still alive. This is happening, but you know what? I have an amazing brother. Whatever it may be, you know? So it doesn't need to be like, it can be both, materialistic and immaterial things as well, you know? I think we get so fixated on the gadgets and the cars and the houses that it's like you forget the things that are actually important. Lord, I have clothes on my back. It doesn't matter if it's not Dolce & Gabbana. Lord, I have clothes on my back, you know, thank you. Because there's somebody out there that doesn't. So thank you, Lord. And the prayer part, I do this, I don't have a set time for it. I do this continuously, whether I'm stuck in traffic, whether I can't find my toothbrush, whether I forgot something that my boss told me to remember, and it's like, Lord, please remind me, please help me find this, Lord, please help me choose what to wear today. And usually on the days where I pray about my outfit, I get compliments at work. I'm just saying. But yeah, nonetheless, praying and practicing gratitude has definitely helped on how I approach life, because life is hard, and if you are only going to focus on the negative, you're going to walk around with a cloud over your head 24/7, and that is not cool, nor is it healthy. So yeah. The third thing that I do is study my Bible. So the book of Joshua tells us to meditate on the word day and night, and we all crammed and memorized this verse back in what is it, Sunday school. We memorized this verse in Sunday school, but have we actually been intentional about studying the Bible every single day, even if it's just 15 minutes, dwelling on a verse every single day? Not just reading the verse on the Bible app and saying, yeah, I'm done. Because what I've noticed is that if I just open and read that verse, by the time I hop into the shower, I forgot what that verse is saying. I'm not gonna lie. So if you actually sit and internalize it, it makes the whole concept of doing the word so much easier, because reading the word is one thing, but doing it is another thing. And you can't do the word if you aren't internalizing it and studying it and finding out what God wants to tell you through that verse. And sometimes we are filled with so much confusion, and the answers that we're looking for are in the Bible. Just Google Bible verses about whatever situation you're going through, and you're gonna find so many. And study those, dwell on those, pray on them, weep over them, whatever it may be. Speak them over your life, and you'll realize that God will move in so many ways. Your behavior will change. Your mind will be renewed. There's just so many benefits to studying the Bible and spending time in God's presence. Listen, 10 out of 10 do recommend. The next thing that I do is do a chore or clean for 10 minutes. So on a day-to-day basis, I set a 10-minute timer, either at the start or the end of my day. Usually it's at the start of my day. I set a timer, put my phone down, and I pick up my laundry, or I'll wash the dishes, or do something. Because if you live alone, all these chores are yours. You have to do the laundry, you have to clean the house, you have to cook, you have to change the bedding, you have to change the kit. Cleaning gets very overwhelming when you live alone. It gets so overwhelming when you live alone. And I never realized it because I grew up with a helper, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up with a helper, and I only had to start being a big girl about some of these things when I started living alone. And it's a lot. So I break down my cleaning into 10-minute intervals every single day. Yesterday I changed the bedding. Today I picked up the laundry. Tomorrow I will probably wash the dishes. Okay, I usually wash the dishes almost every day, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. I picked up papers, or I did something. I folded the laundry from the day before, whatever it might be. Just 10 minutes. And you'll be surprised at how much you can get done in 10 minutes. Sometimes you feel like you don't have the time. Get off of Instagram. Stop scrolling on TikTok. I am speaking to myself because I know that those are what I do. I'm a mindless scroller. I'm not gonna lie. And then it's 8 p.m. and you haven't done anything and it's time to sleep. So set a timer, get up off your bum, and clean something for 10 minutes. It's not hard. You'll be surprised at how much you can get done. The next thing I do is exercise or move my body every single day. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, what are you doing? Go and follow me on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I have challenged myself to work out 6 days a week. Some days are really good, some days are really bad. This morning, for example, was incredible. Yesterday, I only got through half of the workout. But the fact of the matter is, I forced myself to get out of bed in the morning. Instead of scrolling or instead of snoozing my alarm or whatever it might be, I forced myself to get up and work out. I moved my body. But the one thing that I can definitely tell you that I've noticed since I started working out is that my energy levels have definitely improved. I'm able to concentrate a bit better at work because personally, I have the concentration of a goldfish. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, 10 minutes and my mind is there. Interrupt me just once, I forgot what we were talking about. My concentration span is disgusting. But when I started working out, it has definitely helped. I don't know if there's more oxygen flowing to the brain. The doctors, please comment down below about what happens when you exercise. But I have definitely seen an improvement in my concentration, and thus an improvement in my work as well. Because yes, I have great work ethic, but if I can't concentrate, I won't be able to deliver. So this has been a ripple effect, and I'm absolutely loving the results. So this isn't just from a physical perspective. For me, it's more from a mental perspective, but an overall health perspective as well. With my scoliosis, I am prescribed to have to do certain exercises every day, and I've been great with doing that. My doctor told me that she can see that I'm being more diligent with my exercises and all of that stuff, which is great. But also from a mental health perspective, because I feel like my mood is so much better after a workout. I feel great after a workout, and it's therapy for me. If I don't feel like it, I know that I'm going to force myself to do it, and I'm going to feel so much better afterwards. So I'm going to do it even if I don't feel like it, because I know I want to be in a better mood, So if you're going through something, or if you're feeling very, very sad, go and take a walk. You'll come back feeling so much better. Don't quote me on that, but you'll come back feeling so much better. The next thing that I do is drink water on a day-to-day basis. This one is quite obvious, and you probably will think, Rory, why are you telling us this? Don't take it for granted. Drink your 2 liters of water every day, because not only will it help with your concentration, but your body is made up of a lot of water. You need to replenish your body so that it can function properly. Not only that, it flushes out the toxins in your body. I have seen a massive improvement in my skin ever since I started being intentional about drinking water every day. My skin is so much clearer. Regardless of the time of my cycle, my skin is so much clearer. Yes, I'll have a pimple here and there, but my skin started behaving, guys. Also, I'm craving fewer things. As we speak, I haven't had ice cream in 3 weeks. Are you guys not proud of me? Because let me just leave it there. But if you've watched my vlogs, you guys know me and ice cream. But because I started drinking more water, my cravings have been a bit more manageable, a lot more manageable, let me not lie, a lot more manageable, and I'm able to say no to some of these things. So it's also a discipline thing as well, you know, like be disciplined to force yourself to drink that water every single day. The reason why I use force and discipline in the same sentence is because sometimes you don't need motivation, you need discipline, and discipline is doing something even if you don't want to do it. And that is basically forcing yourself to do it. So that's why I use them so interchangeably, because basically when you say you're disciplined in something, you forced yourself to do it. So much so that it has become second nature. So yeah, anyway, drink water, guys, drink water and mind your own business. Just saying. Anyway, the next thing that I do is read. Even if it's for just 5 or 10 minutes, read. Because reading not only improves or expands your knowledge base, but it has helped me from a networking perspective. And you're gonna ask me, Rory, how has reading helped you from a network perspective or networking perspective? Let me tell you. When you read and you know stuff about a specific industry, you're able to step into a conversation and be like, oh, I heard you mention 1, 2, 3. I read about that in this book. Oh, I was listening to a podcast. Sorry, now I'm read or listen to a podcast. Let me rephrase this point. Read or listen to a podcast every day so that you can slide into conversations, especially with executives. They'll be like, yeah, guys, I was reading about this personal development, something. And you're like, yeah, I actually read about that too. This is what I gathered from it. You know, I think we should incorporate this into A, B, and C. And it makes you seem so much smarter, and people want to speak to smart people. Personally, I like speaking to smart people. So if you come across as smart, people are going to want to talk to you. And then the job of networking is then pushed to them instead of you, just because you said you listened to a podcast about what they were talking about. You see, I'm giving you guys tips. And then you guys are going to tell me I don't love you. Anyway, the next thing I do, this one is very important, and I think I should have left it for last, but I'm going to say it now anyway. I have started speaking to myself with care. So I have not had the best self-esteem growing up. I didn't have the best self-esteem, confidence as well. I mentioned in a previous video that I've taught myself the art of confidence, but it's not something that comes naturally to me. And I realized that once I started speaking to myself with care, my confidence and my self-esteem, my self-image has drastically improved. Instead of saying, oh, Rory, you're so dumb, and saying, Rory, you're still learning, be patient with yourself, you're able to show your body or show yourself and show your mind that, listen, you're human and you don't have to be perfect. It is okay to not know everything. It is okay to make mistakes, you know, but instead of bashing yourself for those mistakes, acknowledge that you're human and promise to try better next time and to learn from whatever mistake you made, you know. So those are some things that I have been very intentional about, and I'm not perfect at this yet. Like, I'm still trying to tell myself, yo, Rory, you are the hottest thing since sliced bread, you know. But yeah, some days are easier, some days aren't. But I'm going to just be very open and honest with you guys. I did not always speak to myself the nicest, and I have seen a massive improvement in my confidence and my self-image since I've started being intentional about the words that I say to myself. So just keep that in mind, think about it, and maybe incorporate that into your daily lifestyle as well. The next thing that I do is limit fast foods to only weekends. Most of the time, if I have a guest during the week, then I'll probably have takeouts. But if I'm by myself, I make meals in the microwave, because you guys know that me and cooking, let's not go there. So you boil veggies, or you throw veggies in the oven, and you buy those pre-marinated Woolies meats, throw that in the oven. That is a good meal. You have your greens, and you have some meat, you're good to go, and that has definitely helped me from a financial perspective, but also from a body image perspective, because I've been able to shed a few kilos over the past couple of months, because anyway, let's leave that at that. But limiting my fast food to only weekends has definitely helped, and I feel good. Like when I have veggies, yes, in the moment it sucks, but when you can see that it's helping improve your metabolism, and you're not getting as many breakouts, and your jeans are starting to fit you, it feels incredible. So limiting fast foods to just the weekends is great. If you can limit it to maybe even twice a month, that is even better, because it's actually very expensive. I think my biggest cost was fast food for the longest time, so I'm proud of myself for getting that in check, because wow. Anyway, the last thing that I do, which is my holy grail, where would I be without this one? The last thing that I do is wake up early every single day. My alarm rings at 4:30 every day. Now, a backstory, I do a lot, guys. I am a director at an NPO. I'm working in consulting. I'm running my YouTube channel. I'm running, this content creation Instagram page. Like, I'm doing a lot. I'm a present sister, friend, daughter, granddaughter, whatever it is. Like, there's just so many moving parts in my life, and sometimes you feel like you don't have time when you are spending 10 hours in bed at night, where you could wake up 2 hours earlier, wake up at 4 or 4:30 instead of 6:30, and you can get stuff done. Oh, Rory, how do you manage to work out every day? I wake up at 4:30. Rory, how do you manage to read your Bible every day? I wake up at 4:30. Rory, how do you get to the office at 6:30? I wake up at 4:30. So sometimes it's not that you don't have the time. Sometimes it's because you only get out of bed 30 minutes before your meetings start in the morning. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm just here to make you realize that there's time. Use it wisely, Nonetheless, I'm not here to lecture you. These are the top 10 habits that I have incorporated into my life that have and are changing my life drastically. The overall quality of my life has never been better. Listen, I feel like such a superhero every single day after taking off everything that is on my habit tracker. I feel incredible. So do let me know what habits you have incorporated into your daily lifestyle, or what habits I mentioned today that you want to start looking into and looking into incorporating into your daily lifestyle. I am not big on New Year's resolutions, but we are heading into the new year, so maybe start giving these things a thought. These habits some thought rather, and look at which ones will make the most impact in your life, and consider putting those in, and you don't have to wait until the 1st of January to start some of these things. You can start right now. You can start tomorrow. After watching this video, go to sleep at 9 o'clock and wake up at 4 in the morning and start, okay, it's not that easy, but nonetheless, you don't have to wait until the new year to get these habits up and running, and it does take a long time to form some of these habits. So the sooner you start, the sooner you'll thrive. So with that, we've reached the end of today's video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this with anybody and everybody who you think might need it. And with that, with so much love and so much light from me to you, have an amazing rest of the day. Stay safe and God bless. Bye, guys.